Hi, you guys. I want to go ahead and give you guys a reaction. Sorry that it's uploaded late. Basically, I'm going to be reacting on B. Nychole. She was actually on Truth Hurts panel. If you want to know the backstory of her, basically, she is the quote unquote daughter of Philly Phil. She's not a birth daughter of her, but it's neither here nor there. She basically graces the panel. She basically lets us know that the backstory is that she basically is bump heads with Philly Phil. Philly Phil's to the point where she's basically is presented as a bad person, not also a person that's not emotionally there. If that makes sense. I listened to her for maybe an hour and some change. You know, I'm the type of person I want to listen and see what she got to say. I'm not saying what she actually um, says didn't happen to her because the end of the day I wasn't there. This is just my unbiased opinion. It's sad that she actually had to be on Truth's panel. And I'm gonna tell you why. Anytime you feel like you gotta get on Truth Hurts panel in order to vent, per se, like Truth is actually Iyanna fix my life, then baby, you already gone. Now, if you're to the point where you have a issue with this particular person, you should go to their panel, go to their inbox. Most importantly, make your channel. That way, you can get your own views. But she's to the point. I understand that she don't know who she dealing with. Truth Hurts is a snake. She basically just therefore clicking a view. B. Nychole does not know where it's gonna take her. She think in her mind that it's gonna make people feel sorry for her, and most important, that it's gonna be get her story out. No, ma'am, it's not gonna get your story out. It's just gonna get Miss Truth some views. Miss Truth is grasping for straws. She's just trying to figure out what's her next move in order to, stay relevant in YouTube streets. Now she can't, bank off of Sin City anymore. Wanda's put in the dirt. Everybody else to the point where they see her for what she is. Now you can sit up there and get on that panel and feel like you Queen Bee and you're basically burying Philly Phil. You're actually looking stupid because at the end of the day, anytime you on Truth's panel, it's either to make her look good or to help her make somebody else look bad. Now you can be to the point where you tell your story. I don't have a problem with that. But if you're gonna tell your story, you have to make sure that is your truth. Okay, it can't be a story. Now, the reason why I say a story is because that's where I was raised. Now I'm gonna speak in my grown woman voice, and my thing is don't get up there and tell lies. And most important, you have to realize there are two sides to a story. Her side, your side, and really it's three, the truth. Now, from what I'm listening to and hearing from this young lady, I think she just wanted somebody to listen to her. I'm not gonna say that it was a lie whether or not it happened to her because I don't know. But for the almost 2 hours that I listened to her, it seems like a fairy tale story. It's one of those things where somebody didn't get what they wanted for Christmas and they just realized that they just want to talk, and spew ills on somebody's channel that more than likely you pay attention to Truth Hurts, she's all about clout and she chasing it. And most importantly, she's not to the point that she's gonna be biased in what she's telling you. Anytime you're to the point where you want to play victim about something that happened to you concerning one of your children, then you're gonna get somebody else supposed child up there, which is not the biological child, but that's not neither here nor there. Get them to tell their story on your channel. But anytime somebody come for your deceased son, you want to play victim. Now, the only difference between this thing is that Philly Phil is able to, give her a rebuttal, which I'm pretty sure she will. I'm not team Philly Phil because at the end of the day, I've been unsubscribed to Philly Phil because I don't like how she rock. But the things that this woman is saying, you would think that this is an episode of Iyanna Fix My Life. Now, she gets on the panel. She tells us who she is. She presents her relationship to the person that is relevant. My thing is Philadelphia does have a platform. She actually has two channels. My thing is if you was about that life and you actually was trying to make a statement, I think you would have jumped on her panel. I mean, but I think it's one of those things where you want clout as well and you want to just be seen. Now it's okay to tell your story, but at the end of the day, why are you what is your motive? I mean, are you trying to start a channel? You trying to start some mess, or you just trying to, vent? My thing is you cannot vent to somebody who's broken themselves. Anybody can see that Philly Phil is not a bad person, but she reports the news. I mean, that was your chance to jump on her panel and say what you had to say. Now, if you were smart, you would have made your own YouTube channel and got on there and told your story. You understand what I'm saying? Now, for you to jump on Truth Hurts panel, I already know what time it was, but I had already, heard it through the grapevine that you was on the panel, but I'm the type of person I have to see it for myself, and most important, I got to make my own conclusion. Now, I'm not saying you're a liar. I'm just looking at what I heard. I don't know you personally. I don't know Philadelphia person, but it seems like it's more like a audition for a movie, and more so, it's just a cry for attention. My thing is, you feel like that. I'm pretty sure you could have spoke to this woman about it, and you most important could have vented to her. Cause guess what? It's between y'all. Now, if you jump on Truth Hurts panel, says a lot about you, and most important, it for sure says a lot about her. Now, anytime somebody's to the point where they are that messy that they're gonna put you on their panel, let you vent to everybody, and basically tell your story, and they're not to the point where they are pretty much on your side. She amen and aha and this and that because at the end of the day, that's she know they're gonna bring her views. You got to look at the fact that she really wants you on her panel or however it went. That's not the point. It's the audacity for me. You to the point where you're venting to a total stranger. I mean, what are you getting out of it besides, a couple of minutes of fame? You're trying to make Philly feel a little bad. My personal opinion, I think you're just trying to make Philly feel a little bad. You mad and you're weird. Okay, you can feel how you want to feel because at the end of the day, this is my opinion. It is what it is. Now, I'm not gonna say that what you're saying is a lie because I don't know y'all. I have to keep reiterating that. But from what you're telling me, I thought maybe you were auditioning for a Tyler Perry movie. Okay, that's what it's giving. Now you can say how you want to say, you can do what you want to do, but it's the audacity for me. I felt like we were on a podcast auditioning for maybe you was trying to get on Fox Soul or something. You was trying to tell your story, and Truth was actually you know getting up there, wanting you to tell your story. She basically was pretending like she's with you, but she really just trying to get her own clout, and most importantly, she want to get a coin off of you. But when you're to the point where you're in your feelings, you tend to do stuff like this. You can tell this was a knee jerk reaction. It ain't something that really you couldn't tell her whatever. I mean, from what I could see and what you was telling me on the backstory, you pretty much could have went to her with that. Even if you were to the point where you had to be petty and jump on her panel, because I'm pretty sure she has a channel. Now, anytime you to the point where you find Truth Hers, who is nothing but in the gutter, to actually jump on her panel like she is Iana, then baby, you gone. I'm gonna need you to seek some psychiatric help. That's what you need because you feel like you are a victim. Not saying you are not a victim, because at the end of the day, I don't smirk and I don't laugh at stuff like that. But it's the audacity for you to jump on the panel with it. I mean, why did you feel the need to not only go to Truth Hurst channel to tell your story, but to tell your story about Philadelphia? I mean, what you think people are to the point where they're gonna hate her? They're gonna start giving her the side eye? No, ma'am. A lot of people are to the point where they actually are team Philadelphia. Now, Truth Hurts is actually a gossip channel. She do reactions over there, and she basically she's a mean girl. So there's my answer. When you go over there and tell her stuff, you kind of want to stir the pot. But my thing is, if you stir the pot, don't be prepared if it boils over. You understand what I'm saying? You can tell your story, but you have to keep it cute. Now, everything you were saying to me, I never questioned whether or not it was true. That's not the point. It's the audacity for me. I mean, panel is not where you should be if you feel some type of way about a family member, because truth is just basically going to exploit you for views. That's the type of person she is. Now, if you say something about her deceased son, then it becomes an all-out war. I mean, how would she feel if somebody was to the point where they spoke on her about her situation with her kids? How would she feel? She would be big mad. I mean, because she to the point where she basically struck a child down because they were going back and forth, and the girl took a low blow and said something about her kid. Not to mention, not to saying that she shouldn't say something about the kid and that truth was wrong, but it is what it is. Truth like to throw her rock and hide her hand. Now, when she get feel the pressure on her, she'll jump on flexi panel and they'll tag team. Now, if you pay attention to their commentary, most time they speak on maybe one, two, or three people. Now they just hopped off of Cindy because they realized that people were sick and tired of it. Now she is a true panel, meaning that she likes to people or have people on the panel. Now the last video that I saw her before this particular thing popped up in my recommended. She basically was on there doing like she always do, says she gonna drop the link, and they just basically be talking about anything. Most time, the stuff that they be talking about is supposed to be in the title. They don't even get to it because they so busy being messy. But that's she do how she want to do it. That she want to be messy Maria, she can do that. That's not the point. But it's the audacity of this particular lady to get out here and just blast Philly Phil like that. Now, is she lucky that she blast Philly Phil, she ain't blast comedian Michael Allen, because it'll be a whole nother scenario. She already know who to play with and who not. So for you to try to tarnish that lady's name on Truth Hurts channel says a whole lot about you. Now you can lay on the couch or do whatever else you feel like you was trying to do, but I hope you got what you think you accomplished. But I already can tell you, baby, all thing was accomplished that she got her views, and you looking stupid out here. Because majority of the people in that chat, uh, they don't know nothing about you, and best believe they don't really care about you. They is over there being nosy, and most important, trying to see what Truth gonna say. Okay, so I listened to it for the whole duration. I'm the only time that I skipped over is from the beginning, because she always play that crazy music, and then she put the couch up there. Now to the point where you want to hear some crazy drama, go over there. I ain't no hater. Truth Hurts. That's the name of the channel. But Miss B Nicole, or whatever you got going on, sis, I'm gonna need you to stay off of Truth Hurts channel if you know what's good for you. But if you to the point you just like playing with fire, then hey, keep going over there. Cause they love to exploit people now. Cause case in point, they exploited the fact that they were saying that Cindy, which is kicking with the Sin City, that she was still fooling around with her baby dad of her daughter. Now, even for the sake of argument, she was. Why would you bring the girlfriend of her baby dad on there? I know why. You love mess and you clout chasing. I sit back and I observe a lot of stuff that Truth Hurt does, and baby, guess what? Her title fits. Everything that she says in her mind, the truth is hurting, but a lot of times it just be lies and just ill truths that are spread around. Now I think she was basically trying to channel her inner let me get my words correct. I think she was trying to channel her inner Oprah. I think that's what it was. She thought she was Oprah, but she was coming off like a ghetto Iyanna Fix My Life. Now the points that she was making and the actual question she was asking you was letting everybody know how she really felt about you. She basically was putting that battery in your back and getting you to get out there and just tell everything and basically spill your guts and for a clicking of view. Now, if you to the point, that's the type of thing you can, rock with, and most important, you can lay down and feel better than, hey, it is what it is. But I'm different. I'm cut from a different cloth. I ain't gonna jump on nobody's panel and spill my guts about nobody else. Because if I got time to do that, I got time to jump in their inbox, use their phone number, which I pretty much know I know, visit them, or jump on the panel when she dropped the link if I'm trying to be petty. So I'm not understanding what do you want from her, because what you're saying, you're not really her biological daughter, but she's really, being like a mother figure to you. You never know what a person's going through, and for you to get on there, blast her, and most importantly, talk trash about her on Truth Hurts channel says a lot about you. But hopefully one day you will learn that everything ain't meant for YouTube, and most importantly, you need to keep your mouth closed until you get yourself together. Because you look real crazy out here in these streets talking trash about this woman. The Truth Hurts, okay? Because Truth Hurts, last time I checked, is not a counselor, and most important, she is not on your side. Okay, capiche? Now I'm to the point where I had to make this live, because guess what? I couldn't lay down without expressing my feelings. Now don't get it twisted that I'm trying to say that a woman is lying. That's not why I'm saying. If you read the title, you understand what it's about. It's the audacity for me. Now you just like I said, she's like the ghetto Iyanna Van Zant. All difference is Iyanna is basically seasoned. She kind of know what she doing. Truth don't know nothing. She doesn't know the questions to ask in order to get traffic to her channel. But it is what it is. You got to get it how you live. But I'm hoping you'll be comfortable and you can basically sleep at night knowing that basically told it what was going on in your family. I was just to the point where I was always told you don't tell everybody what goes on in your household. Even if to the point where you felt like it was something you couldn't get over, you might have wanted to seek a real counselor. That's just my advice to you. But I already know you ain't finna listen to that type of stuff. You probably was to the point where you was clout chasing yourself. So they said birds of a feather flock together. So you just trying to get some clout maybe, and she definitely gonna get her views. So it is what it is. But we're gonna stick around, and most part we're gonna snoop around and see what else is given. If she do another ghetto interview with you, and you basically come clean and tell us what we want to know. But we're gonna just sweep the YouTube streets, and we just gonna see what else they got going on. And most importantly, you already know how I rock over here. I'm always come back with another one. So it's to the point where I had to, say what I had to say. I ain't got nothing against Truth personally, but I just don't like how she get down, if that makes sense. But it makes sense in a world for her to get up there and spill her guts. Cause guess what? That what Truth want her to do. But I bet Truth wouldn't go on her channel and spill her guts. Okay, that type of thing. So I don't know who inboxed who and who made this ghetto arrangement possible, but it is just that, a ghetto arrangement. Nothing was resolved. Everybody is basically to the point where they're listening to her, but they're looking like, hey, why the other person ain't over here to get their side? I know, because it's a one-sided type thing. Not saying it didn't happen, but it's kind of suspect. You feel me? But excuse me, guys. I just had to get on here and say that, and give my opinion, because you already know how I rock over here. If I see something that I want to react to, I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna keep it cute over here. I ain't gonna, bash nobody. And most important, I ain't gonna call nobody a liar, because stuff happens. But it ain't what happened to you. It's a matter of how you get back up afterwards. But from what I could see, she ain't said now time about how it affected her that bad to the point that she had to jump on a panel and talk about it. I mean, it was just a whole lot of bunch of nothing, if you ask me. Now you can form your opinion, but I personally, I'm like, what was the point? What was the reason? I mean, it all it could be is about clout, and somebody got mad. They didn't get something they wanted, so they decided they was gonna, talk. It happens every day. But it's sad that, you have to do that to your family member. You know what I'm saying? At some point you have to keep something, and something take something to your grave. Okay. But I would respect you more if you had went to a real psychiatrist about it. Cause that let me know that you felt some type of way and you needed help. But like to me, you just wanted to vent, and most importantly, I was able to tag team. You get what you want, I suppose, out of the deal. She get what she need out of the deal. I mean, it's kind of hard to watch her now, because she's basically sold her soul to the devil. Now she ain't to the point where she do commentary on Cindy no more. She jumping on anybody that'll jump on her bandwagon. You feel me? So yeah, I ain't no hater. If you guys, just like I said, if you want to see the video, go over there to Truth Hurts. That's the name of the actual channel. Go over there, do what you do, and you form your opinion. Cause guess what? My opinion is just that. My opinion ain't gonna change it. But Miss B, you better watch your back, is all I can tell you. Cause most people that you think got good intentions for you, most time they don't. Okay. So I'm need you to do your research, and be able to live with the karma after this actual interview. But you guys know will come back with another one, just like I told you guys. I appreciate you guys rocking with the channel. Everybody actually is subscribing, and most importantly, commenting. I appreciate it. If you're to the point where you want to drop your girl actual suggestion, do it in the comments. Now we'll be to the point where I will be after a while posting my Gmail. If you want to be to the point where you want to actually email me, you can. But I love you guys. Most importantly, I appreciate you guys. If you're new here, subscribe. And guess what? I will be back with another one. Have a great Thursday, you guys.